Hi guys, it's chicken time, egg collecting time. We'll introduce you to some of the girls. Come on ladies. I usually come down here of an evening when it's time to collect eggs, and I'll give them some little extra feed, little loving. Hi sweetheart. Oh, see? Okay, come on ladies. Yeah, you little tease. It's a nasty, muddy mess. But what can you do? After we went so long without rain this summer, I can't really complain about it. So, this is their feed barn. We don't keep any food or water in the coop itself, but they have full access all day long. So, they get a full feeder of feed every morning, and then around this time, which is usually right now, with it getting dark earlier still, I usually come down here anywhere between 3:30 and 4, and I'll give them a little bit more. Once it's summertime and it stays light out longer, I'll come down here several times just to make sure they have feed available. Especially since it's so muddy and nothing's growing in here. When it's dry out, what I like to do, I'll come and get the pitchfork and I'll shovel up some of the mulch and the bedding and everything so that they can have access to any bugs and everything underneath. But right now, really can't do that very easily. So, come over here and collect eggs. See how many we've gotten. I know there's been a lot of stuff going on the social media about feed and egg drops in production and everything. We have a lot of senior chickens, and most of our best egg layers are Golden Comets, are Rhode Island Reds. They have been molting pretty bad. So in addition to the cold weather, and not just cold weather, but the fluctuating weather and the molting, of course, egg production is going to drop. And not to mention the fact that some of our girls are getting up there in age, so their production is just going to decrease naturally anyway. We were getting about 3 to 4 eggs a day when all the girls were molting, and it's picked back up to where we're getting about 9 or 10 a day again. So with this time of year, I'm happy with that. So we'll see if they've laid us any today. Ladies.
Blondie, cinnamon, and spice.
It's pretty funny because we have nesting boxes, and they have still determined that they like these 2 corners in their little extension coop here, where I will always find a few eggs a day. And I love my egg apron I got for Christmas. It makes it a lot more convenient because you can't forget that you have on the egg apron, whereas if I'm putting the eggs in my hoodie, I'll forget about them, and then bad things could happen.
Yeah, like...
Hi, sweetie. Got any in there that you're trying to hide? Yes. All right. And of course, unfortunately, with it being so muddy and wet out, our eggs are getting a lot dirtier than normal, but can't really do anything about that. So I've got 6 eggs here, and I collected 3 this morning. So I'd call it a good day. I love my chickens, y'all. We have talked about the rabbits and everything, about how when the rabbits get older and they're not going to be able to breed anymore, that, we'll send them to freezer camp, whatnot. But the chickens, unless there's an illness, unless I can see that they're in visible pain, they're my nursing home chickens. They're not going anywhere. So I encourage everyone to have chickens if you're able to. I know a lot of people that live in town, there are restrictions on that, how many, if you can even have any at all. But chickens truly are the gateway drug to homesteading. We started with 5 chickens a couple, maybe 2-3 years back, and we're up to 32 hens and one tiny little baby rooster. So it's
But he don't know he's tiny.
no, he loves his big girls, but it's definitely an addiction, and hopefully maybe within a year or so we'll actually get a couple full-grown roosters and try to start incubating and hatching our own eggs, but that's still a little ways off. But we will definitely be documenting that when it does happen. So that's all we got for you today with the chickens and with the egg collecting. So keep on keeping on, friends.